Aussie Lutwyche and Paddington, and today we're going to be talking about what to do with low valuations. Now, as we've already discussed, valuations are ordered either upfront in our office prior to submission, or they will be ordered by the bank if the application has already been submitted. Now, if the valuation comes back low and it is prior to submission, so we haven't actually sent your deal off to the bank yet, there are a few things we can do. We can order another valuation through another bank for no charge to you at all, to see as a comparison as to what that comes back at. We can ask you to renegotiate the price of the property you are buying with the developer or the estate agent, depending if you're building or buying. And also another thing that we may do is look at how much you're borrowing. If you think your house is worth $400,000 and the value comes back and it's only worth $320,000, then obviously that impacts how much you can actually borrow. If, however, your deal has been submitted to the bank and it's a purchase or a build, what we will need to do is lodge a dispute for the valuation. Now, to do that, we will need evidence of sales in the local area. Now, we can get some of those through RP data, which we have access to, but however, the best way is for you to go back to your real estate agent or developer and ask them for the evidence to prove that the house is actually worth what you are going to be paying for it. So what other houses in the area have sold for normally helps with that. Now, with disputing valuations, I've worked here for nearly 4 years now, and I have seen the valuer change a disputed valuation once in my time here. So it doesn't happen very often. You have to be pretty lucky, and you have to have all that evidence that I was just talking about before we lodge it and see how it goes. They may still turn around and say, no, we think that the house is worth this much. Another thing that we can do is for you to go back to, as I said before, the developer or the estate agent and renegotiate a lower price. We can give you a copy of that valuation report from most banks, not all banks, but most banks will give us a copy of the valuation report if we are going to dispute it. And so that you can use that in evidence when you go back to renegotiate a fairer price. Or alternatively, you can try and find more funds to put towards the purchase, but why would you want to pay more for a house that isn't actually worth that amount of money, is the question I would be posing there. So, and also another thing that we can do is pull your file back to a pre-approval, pull out of the contract, pull your file back to pre-approval, and you can go searching for a new house. So there's some of the things that we look at when you do have a low valuation. So just something to keep in mind when you're thinking of buying. Make sure that you have all the info you can to the price of the house, and also if you're refinancing, have a realistic expectation of what your house is worth. Okay, thanks, that's all for today. Bye.